Creating a new document. Hello friends! Last time we already touched on the topics of creating your own document, and today I suggest to talk about this in a little more detail. But first I want to draw your attention to the difference between opening a document and creating it. When we talk about opening a document, we mean opening a previously created image and performing some further operations on it. Creating a document is the beginning of work from scratch. It's like we're creating a blank white canvas on which we can draw any elements, any image. Last time we created a document with you using this button, Create, and now let's try to do it a little differently. Suppose we're already in the program. For this I will press the button with a Photoshop icon and decided to create a new file, a new document now. To do this, go to the File menu and select Create, and immediately note that the opposite there is a combination of hot buttons, Ctrl+N. I highly recommend that you memorize these shortcuts, as using them will make your work faster and more convenient. So I click Create and a dialog box opens that allows me to create new documents. Let's go in order. First, we're offered the recently created documents as templates for creating a new one. The program remembers a certain number of documents I have created recently, and I can choose one of these documents in order to reuse it. This can be convenient if you often work with documents of the same type. And I can choose one of the proposed samples, and I can change something in it, change the resolution and something else. For example, I can change the background color if I click on this square and select a color in the suggested window. For example, now I have chosen this green color. If everything suits me, I click OK. And the new document will have this green color. After that, I can click Create. And I have a document of the selected color on which I can now draw something. In order to consider other options, I will now press the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+N and go to the next tab. It's called Saved. Here I have saved the latest templates that I used. Photoshop offers free download of some templates, and we'll see how it works in other tab right now, because that's where they actually comes from. Or I could now take one of the templates, for example this one, and try to open it. But still, it will be better to get acquainted with the templates by opening them in other tabs, which we will do now. Let's open the Photos tab, and here the program offers us templates that are most often used for printing photos. Everything is not limited to these four, of course. You can click View all styles, and you will see some more. You can go to any of them and see its parameters. For example, if you have something specified in inches, you can choose this template and put centimeters instead of inches, which are more familiar to us, so that it's clear what size this template is supposed to have. Change the horizontal orientation to the vertical one, and as you can see, the height and width in this case are reversed. By default, resolution is 300, since photos are usually printed. The same tab offers templates that you can use to design your photos. You can choose any of these templates, and your photo will be placed in the template that you have chosen. Well, let's for example choose this template and choose Upload. After that, it will appear in the saved folder. Here, we have already seen the templates that I used earlier. So, Upload. It takes some time to download, after which a checkmark appears when the download is completed. And I select Open. And I have a template like this that I can insert my photo into. Now I'm going to open the Layers palette. Here I have it. And here we see all the elements of this image. We'll talk in more detail about the layers in the following lessons. In the meantime, I will just show you what it looks like. In the future, you can use this in your own projects. In each of these templates, there is a special line, a special layer, where it says your image here. We have to select this line, but for example, if another one is selected, it is highlighted in a light color. So I choose this particular line. Then I click on this light gray square, Sketch of the frame layer, and now I have such corners that show that I chose this one. And now it remains to select the photo itself. I already have it open. Here it is. In order to copy and paste it to the place we need, I press the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+A. I have a selection. Then I press Ctrl+C in order to copy it. Then I return to the tab with our template and press the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+D. And here my photo is placed in the right place. Then I can take the Move tool and place it in a way that I like more. At the same time, I can turn on and off different elements, and the photo will acquire various new features. I understand that now it may seem somewhat incomprehensible what I have just told, but this is such a mini demonstration. We will consider all these options as we progress through the course. And now I just wanted to use this example just to show you that you can use a certain number of free templates that are in the program and thus somehow decorate your work. I pressed Ctrl+N again, and let's go back a little bit to creating the document. Look now, in recent documents I have a template that we just used. It also appeared in our saved ones. And we will move on. Let's take another look at the Photos tab. Here there are some more templates, but if you have not selected any of the suggested ones, you can enter a keyboard by which you can search, here in this line, and select Find. And we go to the Print tab. Here, just like in the previous tab, we have a number of templates that are used for the most frequent jobs that require printing. And you see well-known formats such as A4, A5, A6, A3. In order not to remember their sizes, when you need to create an A4 sized image, you just select the desired template, and that's it, it's already set. You just have to choose the orientation, vertical or horizontal. And just like in the tab that touch the photo, there are some templates here that are called mockups that can be used for various design works. The principle of working with them is exactly the same. Once again, I want to draw your attention to the fact that I will consider all this in great detail in the relevant topics. And what I am now showing with an example with a photo was just a small demonstration of the program's capabilities. Let's go to the next tab, Illustration Graphics. Here, too, some options are offered. The most understandable for us are poster and postcard. As you can see, the size is in inches, but as I have already told you, you can select the desired image and put, for example, centimeters or millimeters. Then it will immediately become clear to us what size this postcard is if suddenly you decide to create it. And of course, there are a number of templates over here that you can successfully use or look for new ones. For the internet, well, the principle is the same here. I probably won't even talk about it too long, because I think the principle is clear to you, and you can just take it and use it. Mobile devices. You can create images that will look great on the screens of your cell phones by selecting the option you need. And here there are also templates in which you can create a design where you can see how this image looks exactly. It can be very interesting sometimes. And the last tab is movies and videos. The principle of orientation here is exactly the same as the previous versions. That is, you choose from ready-made presets and can, if necessary, edit some other elements to them, or you can use such ready-made things. That's all about this document creation window, and now I want to show you a couple of examples of how you can create a document and immediately edit images from the internet to it. Now I have opened one of the works, and for example, I would like to put it in Photoshop. I right-click on it, select Copy Image, go to the software Photoshop, and File Create. And as you can see, I have a clipboard window in a recent documents, and I click Create, and I create documents of exactly the size that the picture I copied was. The green color is here simply because that I had chosen the green color and I didn't change it to white. I make a Ctrl+V, and the picture I have stands up exactly the size of exactly the file that I created. In a completely similar way, you can also use the print screen function. If you want to take a picture of the monitor and put it in the Photoshop software. And now I press print screen, go to the Photoshop software, press the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+N, and look, I already have a completely new format in the clipboard, the format in general of my monitor, and I choose the white color, create, and again click Ctrl+V. And so, my screenshot is placed in the program. Photoshop provides us with such opportunities to create new documents. I hope you try and remember them, and this will be your homework. And AIM School was with you. See you in our next lessons.